Well, let's have a look inside. So today we're going to have a look at the interior of this truck. I've been doing some work on the seats, getting the console in, doing a little bit of floor work in the front, and we're going to start to talk about that today, and a little bit about constructing seat bases and just some real basic interior styrene work that you can keep doing. On our last video we talked about doing the floor pans and setting up the floor pan to actually hold the body as well as give you inner fenders and dirt protection, and how simple that was with the template. And this time we're going to talk about doing some styrene work with no template, just cut and glue, and let's get at it. Well, first let's get the body off of this truck and we will have a look. I'll show you some of the things I've been doing here. First off, I decided to 3D print my seats. So I got this file from Thingiverse, I believe. I really like this file. It's a pretty fantastic looking seat, to be honest. I think it's a good match for a stock-ish bucket seat. One of my favorite things about it is the contour like this that they have in the back of the seat. So when you actually put your driver figure in there, his shoulders are in the right spot. He's not sticking forward on the seat, like sitting ahead, you know. They'd sit actually kind of nice in there, and it's very thin. There's not a lot of thickness at the back here either, so it looks really kind of realistic. It's a nice seat design. I did have to change the scale of it and move it around a lot. I tilted the file backwards so the seat wasn't so upright. It was kind of leaned back a little bit, and then I sliced the bottom off. I did a few things to change it. But today we're going to look at how I got the seat base put together. So let's have a look at some of those details. You can see the contour here. I kind of just like the way they look. You know, they look real with like cushions and stitching or something. I don't know. And the console is super cute. Like I say, one of my favorite things. Well, you don't need much additional details, but a little console like this can make a really big difference to how the interior looks from the window. Really simple. It's just glued onto a piece of styrene. I'll show you what that looks like. There's a screw in the bottom. You see I added a screw in the middle of the skid plate on the top portion, and it just goes through all the way through into the seat base. You can see the silver nut there on the opposite side on the top of that. All of those pieces are just 60 thou black styrene that I just glued together. I just cut them to the right height that I was looking for, and I glued them together. And the key was to get the seats to actually sit in the cab in the right height, which is why I made the seat bases like that. It doesn't really matter what seats you have, as long as when you put them in the truck, the guy's shoulders are in the right spot for the driving position. You know, and it's pretty basic when you look inside. Everything's black, everything's there, there's detail, there's contour, and oh look, a random flex shot. There's no purpose for that, but it looks awesome when I flex it. So I have this felt, and this is stuff I found at Walmart in the craft section actually. It's not the right blue, but it's felt. It works really good as carpet. It's actually made out of plastic. It's like polystyrene, not polystyrene, but, and it has this sticky stuff on the back. So, I mean, I just kind of cut a strip that was wide enough to cover the transmission hole, and instead of spending hours and hours trying to styrene up something that would, you know, cover the transmission smoothly, I just use carpet. I do this all the time, actually, and then it makes the truck serviceable. If you have to get in, you can just peel it off. It's pretty tough stuff. I think it's made out of recycled pop cans or something. Pop bottles, I mean. So the glue on the back, I just stuck right onto the top side of the slider. That was it. I just glued it on and kind of rubbed it around the different screw heads and stuff and made sure that it was actually attached really well. And the sliders are clean still, so it was really easy to get them on there. And then I just cut off this side excess. There's a little bit left over. So, you know, chop chop, scissored that off. I think I used an X-Acto actually because it was really easy to cut against the slider. I really do like this little console. This is super cute. I actually, after we had made this out of a piece of black styrene, I modeled it and then added some cup holders in the front and a few other things, and I've been using them in the Viterra Bronco interior kits for a while now. It's a really cute little thing, and it just kind of adds some character to the rest of the interior in the center section. You'll notice I didn't bother to put the carpet in the back. One of the things that I kind of really liked about the way this Bronco body went together is there's clear windows, but the windows have kind of a glaze on them. They're not perfectly clear. So you're not automatically attracted to the stuff inside the truck when you look at the truck. You don't get to see that perfectly crystal clear window glass kind of a look on it. And so, because I also use dark colors on all the interior parts, they don't actually draw your eye very much, which I also kind of like. When Shane did the interior paint, he painted the whole inside of the body black, which is also a really, really great thing for just essentially, you know, it lets you build with less detail without actually making a compromise. So I'm going to have another little rear seat that I will make up quick out of styrene, and I'm going to throw some fake blankets and stuff on it. And that will actually give a little bit of coverage to the shock tower, but it will also allow me to get the extra seat points for those of us who are building for the Sorka scale truck rules. And it won't weigh much either, but I'm just going to hand do that out of styrene, so I'll show that in a different video. And it'll also be like almost colorless. I got some really cool, I guess they would be like scale sleeping bags that I'm going to use, blankets, scale blankets that are rolled up. I'm going to unroll them and then use them as seat covers and things like that. Just kind of stuff you would typically see in an old Bronco. So that's the story. And then we're going to do another whole video on what's happening with the dashboard. So I got a hold of Knight Customs. If you guys know Knight Customs, you can find a link in the video description. Is a fantastic designer. Knight Customs has a massive store on Shapeways and also on My Mini Factory, I think it's called. I'll put a link in the video box so that you can, description box, so that you can go to check it out yourself. I'm pretty sure it's called My Mini Factory. On there, I found at his designed TRX4 Bronco interior, and it's only a interior tub that's made for the Lexan Bronco, so it goes this far. It's just kind of clips into the body molds here, and very simple but quite detailed interior. And so he decided that I could use the files for that. We were talking about Bronco dashes and stuff, and I have one of his Bronco dashes printing right now, so I'm going to see how that turns out, and then we'll do a video and have a discussion on what I'm going to do with that to secure it to the truck. So I'm really looking forward to getting that finished detail in, and then the rear seat. And anyway, I hope that gives you a couple of hints and tips of things that you can do to secure your own homemade interior parts. I did this in such a simple way. I'm hoping that I never have to take the truck apart. But if I do, as you can see, it won't be very much work. So that's all I've got for today on my interior build. And I thank you very much for watching. If you think this is useful for any of your groups or forums that you're involved in, please do share the video. And we hope to see everybody have the best time possible doing tiny trucking. So thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. And thanks for coming along for this journey. Bye-bye.